I lived in Newark and in Patterson and in Jersey City for a while, and they were all pretty similar because they were all really dense. There were a lot of people there, and they were really busy cities. So something you're going to find a lot there is buses. You have buses everywhere, and it's really convenient if you can get a bus pass, because if you have to get halfway across town or all the way across your area, and if you're a walking missionary, that takes a really long time. There's some really big walking areas, and it can take you up to like 45 minutes to an hour to get to the other side of your area. So it's a really smart idea to get a bus pass sometimes. And you can talk to people on the bus. You can contact people. A lot of people are really, I mean, when you're commuting, a lot of people don't like to talk as much when they're on the train or on the bus, but I mean, you can strike up a conversation. They're usually friendly. There's a lot of trains as well in New Jersey. You can find trains to go anywhere from any city pretty much. I mean, you can find a train that'll go from Long Branch, which is really far south, all the way to New York and stuff. So that's also really convenient. You're usually not living in houses when you're in the city. It's usually like apartments, because they obviously can't fit as many houses. And you really don't have to worry about managing your own housing, which is nice. They have they have senior missionaries that take care of the housing for the missionaries. So they kind of work out where you're going to live. It's usually in apartments. They're usually small. It's usually just like a couple bedrooms. One where you and your companion sleep, and then there's like one where you do your studies in a kitchen and a bathroom, and that's pretty much it. You have a lot of really great people, meeting people in the city, and it's a lot easier to contact people because there's just always people on the street. There's just always somebody that you can talk to. And it kind of depends where you're living, what the demographics are going to be like. Like some places have more African Americans, some places have more Latinos, some places will have more, people from like India and the Middle East and stuff like that. But generally, you're going to find a lot of people to talk to if you're in the city. And there's always going to be some sort of event or something going on. In other places, like for example, I served in Dover, which is closer to Morristown, which is like a little bit more rural. Getting from place to place it's a longer drive, but there's not as much traffic. Oh my goodness. Okay, New Jersey traffic can get horrible. Okay, it can get really, really bad. I served in, my last area was Jersey City, and we covered Jersey City and Bayonne. And Bayonne is literally like right next to Jersey City. It's like right there. But getting from our apartment to some of our places took 45 minutes to an hour just because of the traffic. Whereas if there was no traffic, it would take us like 10, 20 minutes. So it can get really bad. And the driving there is crazy. And you have to learn how to parallel park. If you're a driving missionary, you need to know how to parallel park. The nice thing about it is, as missionaries, you're required to back each other up, which means if the vehicle's ever in reverse, there has to be another missionary behind the vehicle telling you, you can keep going or stop. So that's nice as far as parallel parking is concerned, because they can help you out, because a lot of times they park really, really tight. So it's just a lot of people moving to and fro here and there a lot. Which means a lot of times people, you'll contact them, they'll be like, I'm on my way somewhere, I have to go. But those kind of people are usually used to exchanging information because of whatever work they're in or whatever they're doing. So you can just get their information really quick and contact them later. So as I said, back in other places like Dover, where it's a lot more rural, drives are longer, not as much traffic. It's a lot more open. You'll find a lot more wilderness. A lot of nature. You have fireflies flying around in the summer, like at night, which is really nice. And it's a lot more slow paced. It's a lot more chill. So you're going to have to find people a lot more in their houses, more than in the street. And then if you're down south, then you're banished from the rest of the mission. Because down south, it's a lot more spread out. And so it's a lot harder to find people on the street. So you have to drive between place to place. But